You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I am back, Rudrance, for Black and White Sports 2, and I've got to give the Chicago Bears credit. They did a hell of a job in this trade. They truly did, and you got to give credit to the Carolina Panthers for the fact that it's pretty clear Frank Wright, who I believe is a pretty good offensive mind, I still believe the Colts greatly overreacted in getting rid of a good head coach. I think that will be Carolina's gain here. My guess would be for Bryce Young. Massive trade. Carolina Panthers are officially on the clock. Well, not officially, but you get the point. PFT, let me pause that right quick. Panthers trade up to number 1 overall. Bears get 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and the Bears, after all of these years, since the days of Allen Robinson, and even then, I think some could argue, they finally get a number 1 wide receiver, and they got this guy for Justin Fields. Let's do it. The first overall pick in the 2023 NFL Draft has been traded. In a blockbuster trade that came down Friday afternoon, the Panthers moved up with the Bears and acquired the first overall pick in the draft. The Bears are getting the number 9 overall pick and the number 61 overall pick in this year's draft from Carolina, as well as wide receiver DJ Moore, and we'll look at his numbers. The Panthers' 2024 first-round pick and the Panthers' 2025 second-round pick. Obviously, the Panthers have their mind made up on one franchise quarterback in this year's draft, and the only way to get that quarterback is to move up to number 1. It's not clear right now who that quarterback is, but Alabama's Bryce Young is widely regarded as the top pick in this year's draft. Ohio State's C.J. Stroud, Florida's Anthony Richardson, and Kentucky's Will Levis are all viewed as top prospects as well, but likely not the quarterbacks the Panthers would move up to number 1 for at this stage in the game. The Bears are totally committed to Justin Fields as their franchise quarterback. Now they'll stockpile the roster with players to put around Fields. There's no excuse now. No excuse now at all. This is DJ Moore. He's 25 years old, 364 receptions in his career, 5,200 yards, 21 touchdowns. You'd certainly like to see that touchdown total a little bit higher, but let's be honest, he hasn't exactly had Peyton Manning throwing him the ball out there. So he's got 4 seasons over 60 catches, 2 over 80 catches, 2 over 85 catches, 3 seasons of over 1,100 yards. They got their number 1 guy. They got their number 1 guy out there in DJ Moore. And in case you're wondering, Bryce Young. Boy, I think this kid can play quarterback. 65.8% completion percentage. 8,356 yards. 80 touchdowns. 12 picks at Roll Tide. That's right. And look, the one thing, he came out, I believe he was 5'10 and a quarter. 207 pounds is what they actually measured him out at as the combine. Obviously, height and weight is his number 1 issue. I've heard a couple of different draft experts say if this kid was 6'2", 225, 230, he would be viewed in the same way that Peyton Manning was viewed, that Andrew Luck was viewed, that some of those kind of guys, the way they were looked at coming out in the draft, he would be considered a generational quarterback talent, because far as the actual playing quarterback part, this kid is absolutely phenomenal. He truly is. I mean, look, you got two Alabama quarterbacks in the NFL right now, Tua, Mac Jones, but this kid right here, as high as I am on Mac, and I believe Mac will bounce back, this kid right here, I believe, is potentially the best one of the bunch. And, you know, some people will look at Kyler Murray. I won't lie. I'm worried about this kid's size. I am worried about this kid's size in the NFL. Tua's not that big, and he's had a rough go of it. Kyler Murray hurt a lot. But I will say this. This kid has got a strange elusiveness when it comes to avoiding taking the big hit. He's got very good pocket mobility. What I mean by that, up, down, side to side. Very good mobility in the pocket. He's going to be very accurate. And that's short, intermediate, and deep down the field. He's got plenty of arm. Plenty of arm. What I like about this in particular is him pairing with Frank Wright. I truly believe that could be a big-time match. The NFC South, I mean, looks really interesting for 2023. Potentially Bryce Young, starting quarterback of the Carolina Panthers. Derek Carr, starting quarterback, New Orleans Saints. They're saying Desmond Ridder in Atlanta. I mean, you haven't already seen enough to know that you shouldn't. I mean, you know. Still, the most surprising thing that's happened all week, even more surprising than this trade, because we knew there was a blockbuster coming, is the Falcons saying that they were not even remotely in on Lamar Jackson. That's been the strangest thing all week. And then Tampa Bay, well, as of right now, unless they do something else at quarterback, they look like a absolute dumpster fire for next year. Sad. They still got some offensive weapons there, but who's going to throw them the ball? Please don't say Kyle Trask. Please. Please. We understand our audience is smarter than that, right? I don't know who it'll be. I just don't think it'll be him. And you know what? If it is and he turns out to be something, I'm okay being wrong on that one. I'll take my chances. Peace. I'm out. Till next time, Black and White Network supporters, make sure you go over and check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. 25% off USA First, 25% off USA First. Go now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.